Shalom and welcome to another installment of Elders of GMS, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Today we have special guests from Texas GMS Dallas camp. So they're out here, so you're going to see them. They're going to, bring forth their knowledge of the scriptures, And basically today's topic is entitled News, Current Events, and Prophecies. And basically that's what you're supposed to be getting into. Current events, prophecies, watching the news, not making hip-hop videos, all right? And these prophecies are coming to pass left and right, man. Everything's moving quick. Now, it was last week. If you saw the last week's show, we had a marathon class because it was on it was on a Sunday because, we went to camp and everything Saturday, and then the next day we just basically got together. I called your brothers. I called you about 10:30 in the morning. I'm like, yo, come down, man. We're gonna do a class, blah blah blah. And I kept calling you. Come on, brother. What's going on? Take that whip out, man. Put the fire to them guys' ass. So they got up and they came down, and we just went with it, man. We did almost 4 hours, almost 4 hours. We just kept going, man, and we could have went even more than that, But anyway, we're getting closer to the end of this man's system, and that's why we're doing a lot of shows. We're doing a lot of sit-downs. Spirit jumped on me yesterday, and I did a little 5-minute show on this situation with Crimea because Putin, he had took a ship, with a fleet of ship and some helicopters, planes, and all that, fighter jets, and he just went over there, man, just to kind of give his blessing on that thing, man. And it was in the morning. I grabbed a camera, man. I just started filming, and then I just spoke on it, man. And that, like I said, anytime I put up a show called GMS Impromptu, that means about 2 minutes ago I was doing a show because it hit my mind like 5 minutes ago. And that's how it is. If I'm not doing nothing, man, the Spirit jump on me, I'm gonna do a show, man. If the Most High Spirit ain't on me for a while, I don't do a show. I do the regular shows. But like I said, the Spirit jump on me, I'm jumping right on that topic, that particular topic, excuse me. And most of my topics that I get into or seem to get into are topics on prophecy, man, because that's the main focus of the scriptures right now is prophecy. All right? But anyway, I wanted to hook up the whatchamacallit. How am I going to do this? Okay, yeah. Try it this way.
That includes New Orleans, where today
authorities
stepped up their efforts to empty the city.
Yeah, because basically, this is the time that we're living in, a time of prophecy. We're not living in a time of breakdown, meaningless things. The main thing is the prophecies. If the Spirit hit you to do lessons on certain other points, in the scriptures, that's beautiful. But the main thing we're supposed to be getting into right now is the prophecies. Because that's the time we're living in. The more and more you see these things, that's what the Lord Yahushua said. When you see these things come to pass, lift up your head. Because your salvation draweth near. So the more these prophecies come to pass, the more, the closer we are to getting the hell out of here, man.
You can bring it back to camera one. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video. I'm pretty sure some of y'all saw this video. There's a young Edomite, what looks like to be an Edomite, and he basically comes straight out and he basically breaks down the history of Esau, and he says that the so-called white men are Edomites. I'm not going to show the whole thing. I think it's like 7 minutes long, but I'm going to show part of it, and then we're going to come back and we're going to speak on it, all right? All right, go ahead.
My nationality is Edom. We're the descendants of Esau, and whom most people in this earth call the white people, or the white race. But the Edom in the Bible comes from Esau, He's the twin brother of Jacob, which you can read about in Genesis chapter 25. Esau came out red and hairy like a garment, and his blood showed forth through his skin. So he was from there called Esau, because it means red. And you'll notice that white people, when they get angry or whatever, their skin turns red. Any type of skin condition, it'll be red. It's a biblical description, so you can know who these people are in the earth at all times, even these times, the end times. So yes, I am an Edomite. My thoughts on the Negroes or the so-called Negroes that are asleep in these times, it's kind of sad, but it's actually a really good thing. It's, number one, it proves that, the prophecy of the valley of the dead bones, how could these people wake up from their sleep? At least we know that these people are asleep and now they're waking up. Now is the time that they need to wake up. Now is the time. It's getting pretty close, and they are waking up. But no, the Negroes themselves, or what they like to call themselves, or what this whole world likes to call these people, are black people. But that kind of broadens the spectrum. That's like it's just as bad as calling a white person a white person. There's different types of white people, different nations of white people, just as there's different nations of black people. There's different nations of Asian people, or so-called black people, and black is a color. There's no such thing as color when you're naming nations. Nations comes from fathers, and it's really ignorant to call people black people. But if you do the research, the true nationality of the so-called black people is Israelite, or Hebrew Israelites. The true nationality of the so-called black people is Israelite, or Hebrew Israelites. The true nationality of the so-called black people is Israelite, or Hebrew Israelites. And they're a nation of people who descended from Jacob, who was later named Israel, who had 12 sons, who became the 12 tribes, who multiplied into the uncountable number of Israelites that are as the sands of the seas today. Can't count them, there's so many. Yes, they are Hebrew Israelites. And that's not a religion. That's not a cult. It's strictly a nationality, bloodline of people.
You can bring it back, because he said a mouthful. Now he said that Hebrew Israelites is not a cult. I mean, this guy said more in the 3 minutes than Baloo said in his whole life. Oh, this guy left me a comment. Hill Hook Esau, y'all know him as what's his Isaiah. He got different usernames, right? So he comes in different. But I know when you come whatever username, I can read your spirit, man. All right. But anyway, he said, "Look, I got your Daniel the 11th chapter breakdown." Well, I said if it comes out, it comes out. But at the end of the day, give us a credit. Don't say that you figured it out. Say, well, the elders of GMS went into it and broke it down. See, that's why we can't really go deep, because other niggas will get it, and they'll come out and break it down, and they'll say, no, we always knew it. The spirit came to me. That's how a nigga is, man. And just like Nate. Now, Nate claims he knows 2nd Ezra, the 11th chapter, and the 12th chapter breakdown. He don't know that. Yep. He'll say it's talking about America, because the word eagle is in there. And he haven't break it down to this day. All right? But anyway, getting back to this individual that made that, it's like a 7-minute video. And you'll probably the producer put the link up so they can watch the video. But brothers should copy that and put it up on their sites. Just spread it out there, man. You got Edomites. Now, what? Did he wake up one day and just figure it out? No, he was listening to the elders of GMS.